Yo, this your boy, the real McCoy, coming at you, man. Talking about my Dallas Cowboys, man. You know what I'm saying? First things first, man. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. You know what I mean? When I did my recap, my reaction video after the Colts game, I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna make a video this Thursday, and I'm gonna post it at 1 p.m. no Eastern Standard Time. I live on the East Coast, and at the time I didn't look at my calendar and realize that this Thursday was Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? If you don't get a chance to, you're with your family, your loved ones, your friends, things like that. If you don't get a chance to watch it today, check it out tomorrow, things like that, Saturday, over the weekend. You know what I mean? I definitely appreciate it. You know what I mean? Anyway, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, safe travels, planes, trains, driving on the highways and interstates, things like that. Everybody's safe and get to your destination and spend time with your family and say friends and loved ones, all that good stuff, man. And just and enjoy the holidays. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, moving on. This particular video is because my Thursday video is usually the preview for the upcoming game, week 17 against the Skins, but it was a little bit more difficult to do because don't know who's gonna be playing, who's gonna be resting. Is DeMarco Murray just gonna play? He's what, 30, 40 something, about 30, 40 yards away from breaking Emmitt Smith's franchise rushing record. Is he gonna play to get the record and sit out? Is Romo gonna play? He could, him and his back could probably use a tire, get that week off. Because if you play the odds, 9 times out of 10, we probably won't get that. We probably won't get the bye week. The Seahawks will have to lose at home to the Rams. The Cardinals will have to lose on the road to the 49ers, with possible things like that. And then Detroit, Green Bay, they're gonna be ahead of us anyway. I believe you because NFC record, but so we have the possibility to get the number 2 seed and and get that bye week. But the odds basically of Seattle losing to the Rams, even though the Rams did beat the Seahawks early in St. Louis the week after the Cowboys went up to Seattle and beat them. But this different team, completely different team, and you never know. You never know, but the chances of that happening are very low. Very slim, very low. So you can consider week 17 as a bye week. Rest Romo, DeMarco, Dez, things like that. DeMarco's hand, he played right after having surgery, thing on his hand. So, I don't know, So it's kind of, for me, it was kind of harder to break it. That, and plus, we're already in the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? We could go, because what if we rest our guys and all of those things do happen and the Cowboys had a chance to get the number 2 seed and get a bye? People are gonna be saying, hey, you know what, you shouldn't have rested them. But I don't know. 9 times out of 10, we're gonna be the 3 seed. So use week 17 as a possible bye week or half a bye week. Let Romo play a half, something like that. But the question is, it's not only the number 1, number 2 seeding is the momentum. Should we keep the momentum going? A lot of teams have that 1 or 2 seed and they rest guys week 17. Then they got the bye week and they don't have the momentum. They're not as fresh, not as sharp. We've seen it happen in the playoffs before, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? So should we keep that going? Should we try and go for the 8-0 on the road? We're 7-0 on the road so far. Should we go? That's a pride thing. And these players love playing for pride. It's the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Should we go for the 8-0 record on the road this season? Just tough to do, no doubt. Obviously there's only one team left undefeated on the road, Dallas Cowboys, so it's definitely not that easy. Should we try and go for that? I'd be like, you know what? People will look at it and say, they rested their starters, so understandable. Even though they go down in the record books as a loss, but you don't know. From what I'm hearing, they're going into this game like, hey, let's go win it. Everybody's gonna play. Let's go win it. But we'll see game time. Don't know, because you can't play worried about injuries. They're like turnovers. They're part of the game. You know what I mean? It's the part of the game. You know, we don't want it to happen. Sometimes they do happen. It's part of the game. You know what I mean? So you can't play like that. You know, if you're playing like that, you're not mentally in the game, and that's when sometimes injuries do happen. You know what I mean? If you're not going all out, going 100%. You know what I mean? So, but before I go any further, congratulations, big ups to the Pro Bowlers. I know the Pro Bowl, the format is different now. It's kind of like a fantasy / draft kind of thing, you know what I mean? Where they use 2 Hall of Famers, or at least 2 stars, former stars from the league. Last year was Jerry Rice and prime time. I call him prime time. Deion Sanders. This year it's Chris Carter and the playmaker, Michael Irvin. You know what I mean? They I believe it was 6 guys for the Cowboys that made it, all on offense. I think it was Dez Bryant, Tony Romo, DeMarco Murray, our center Travis Frederick, and the rookie right guard Zach Martin, who's also making a case for being Rookie of the Year. Seriously, doubt it. Well, you know, he's making a solid case for it. You know what I mean? And but yeah, so congratulations to those guys. I mean, it makes sense because we have a quarterback in Tony Romo who's playing at the MVP type of level. I mean, you can't deny that. DeMarco Murray is leading the league and by far and away in rushing yards. Wide receiver Dez Bryant leading the league in tied for touchdown receptions. You know what I mean? So makes sense. That's why I say we're gonna be a tough team to put out. You know what I mean? In the playoffs, we're gonna be tough to put out, man, no doubt. You know what I mean? But congratulations, though. Nobody on defense made it. People were clamoring for it and trying to make a case for Orlando Scandrick going to the Pro Bowl. Rolando McClain, I think Rolando McClain more so than Scandrick, in my opinion. But he's been in and out of the lineup. I think because of his knee. You know, he's been in and out. You know what I mean? So it's tough to put him in. But he could have, somebody off the defense who could have made it. But it doesn't shock or surprise me that nobody from the defense made it to the Pro Bowl. No, that don't surprise me at all. You know what I mean? But speaking of Rolando McClain, I heard that his house in Alabama caught fire. Like it was bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anyone was home at the time, or at least inside. You know, I don't think anyone got hurt or anything, or injured or anything like that, or died. You know what I mean? So that's thank God for that. You know what I mean? But no, he's probably gonna have that on his mind, and Christmas. You know what I'm saying? And I think they used the last couple of weeks, maybe all season, but I know for sure the last couple of weeks they've been letting him rest on Wednesdays, and not to practice to heal up and rest his knee, because we definitely need him. He's playing very well. He is playing very well for us, man. And so he could have been a Pro Bowler. You know what I mean? But I'm glad that hope everything is okay with his house down in Alabama. But they may rest him week 17 as well. They're probably going to rest McClain and have him ready for the playoffs. But no, I think the rookie Anthony Hitchens, he's been playing very good. He has been playing solid, man. And then if you want to think long term, 2015, 2016, the Cowboys are going to have to make some business decisions at linebacker. You know, they already said they're moving Sean Lee to weak side. Got Bruce Carter, Justin Durant, Anthony Hitchens now, Rolando McClain now. You know what I mean? We probably won't be able to play all of these guys. So, I mean, you know, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. But of course, as a fan, you would love to keep them all. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we've got some depth, man. And our linebacker core is kind of the main reason why our defense has been playing solid last couple of weeks, while they've been, you know, sort of consistent throughout the year. You know what I'm saying? Our linebacking core is deep. Excuse me. It has depth. Cause just a few around like week 5, week 6, no one really heard of Anthony Hitchens, because he was Rolando McClain and Bruce Carter and Justin Durant. They were holding it down. And Durant went down, and Bruce Carter missed some time. Rolando McClain missed some time. Then Anthony Hitchens came out of nowhere. He's playing solid. He had an interception on Sunday off Andrew Luck. So we've got depth at linebacker, no doubt. We've got some depth at linebacker, man. And you know, and it's really helping out. But another thing that's really helping out our defense is that we're playing a lot more man coverage than zone. Now I've said it before, we don't have the athletes to really to play zone where they got to cover a lot of area, to cover a lot of ground. But we're playing Sterling Moore is playing better in man-to-man coverage. So Orlando Scandrick can make a case for having a Pro Bowl type year. Brandon Carr, who I've been hard on, he's been playing better. He's been playing better. You know what I mean? Not great, just better. I'm still gonna be hard on him though. He's been playing better, you know what I mean? But we've been playing more man, and that's really helping us out. It's really helping us out, you know what I mean? And speaking of Brandon Carr, I noticed that the Colts, against the Colts on Sunday, I don't know if he did it for 1 or 2 plays. It wasn't that often. They moved him to free safety. And I was like, okay, it could be something that they're trying out for next year. Because I believe I believe Brandon Carr has 2 years left on his 5-year deal. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I think it's 2 or at least another year left. I think it's 2 on his 5-year deal. And we can move him to free safety. Cause I like JJ Wood. I like both of our safeties. I like JJ Woodcox and I like Barry Church. JJ Woodcox had the pick off Andrew Luck right before the half. It was a horrible decision, and the throw was bad as well. But he's been playing better the last couple of weeks, man. Cause he used to play, I don't want to say reckless, but he used to play kind of out of control, kind of like a Russell Westbrook in the NBA. When you driving down, he's kind of a little bit out of control, where he will over pursue, miss a tackle, cause he doesn't set on his feet and getting that leverage. But now he's playing more within himself, he's just playing solid football. He's playing more consistent, and he's been playing better. Barry Church is okay, but both of those guys, they just don't cover a lot of ground, And I was like, cause I was saying earlier, have Orlando Scandrick, Mo Claiborne, and Brandon Carr, have those guys compete for the 3 corner positions. But I want, if you move Brandon Carr to safety, you still got to pay him. So move him to safety, him and JJ Woodcox, and maybe Barry Church, maybe put him on special teams, or maybe even cut him or release. I don't know. You know what I mean? And have Claiborne and Scandrick. I mean, I don't know what Cowboys fans, what you guys think? You know what I'm saying? You like Brandon Carr to safety. I know we've been hammering Brandon Carr hard. Not just this season, since he's been here. We've been on his case hard as Cowboys fans. A lot of people saying just get rid of him, you know what I mean? But that's probably not going to happen. So you got to try and utilize him, you know what I mean? So maybe put him at safety and see how he does, you know what I mean? I don't know. See how that works for us. But I mean, we've been hard on Brandon Carr, man. And but yeah, I'm still not a fan. But anyway, man, and that's our right tackle, Doug Free. I think he's been kind of in and out of the lineup. Found out he has a bone spur. I was like, man, with a bone spur, I said he could miss the entire playoffs. I mean, he really could. I believe Jerry Jones, because he does the talk radio station and throughout the week. And I believe he said that don't count out Doug Free for week 17 against the Redskins. And I was like, just don't even play him. I mean, if he's able to go, just don't even play him. You know what I mean? And just keep him for the playoffs, especially if it's a bone spur. That could keep him out until next year. You know what I'm saying? It could. I don't know. It could. But Jeremy Parnell, he played well Sunday against the Colts. He played very well, man. The last few weeks, or the few times like last year or earlier this year when Doug Free went out, one thing you notice about Jeremy Purnell at right tackle, he wasn't getting low, he wasn't getting leverage. And if he was on the right side of the line or the left side, say he's on the right tackle, playing right tackle, and we ran the ball to the left, he just kind of took that play off. You know what I mean? Not running to my side, so I just kind of relax and be a little lackadaisical. But no, he's gotten better at that. He played solid Sunday. He's getting lower, getting better leverage. And if they are running away from him, he's still blocking hard, things like that. And which is what Doug Free does all the time. I remember, I forgot who was on offense. Was it Mark Colombo, I believe? When he went down, Doug Free came in and he played left tackle. It was the following year we drafted Tyron Smith. but it was a play. I think it was it Felix Jones? It may have been where he had a big run downfield. This is back in like 2010, something like that. And Doug Free ran all the way down the field, and was blocking for him. And that, if you're a Cowboys, so you may remember that. But that one play was how Doug Free got the big contract. Then we drafted Tyron Smith and moved Doug Free over to right tackle. You know what I mean? But that's what he does all the time. He goes hard every single play. Parnell is starting to do that a little bit better. You know what I mean? But Doug Free is still the better overall tackle. But you know, but a bone spur Cowboys fans, he may be going for the playoffs. He might be going for the training camp OTAs next year, man. So hope not. I haven't heard that. Nothing's been confirmed or anything like that. But doesn't look good. I mean, not with a bone spur. It don't look good at all. You know what I'm saying? RG3, he looked better against the Eagles on Saturday, on Thursday, NFL Network. Thursday Night Football, but it's Saturday edition. That's what they was calling it. He looked better. He looked better. He still made some mistakes. He still has a lot of growing to do, but he looked better, and just don't really know how. Because I know his rookie year. I believe it's his rookie year. They came into our building on Thanksgiving Day, and he looked like, man, it was an MVP kind of a performance he put on. But he's been struggling, no doubt. He has absolutely been struggling since then. Excuse me. I know this year, health-wise, and even when he's on the field, reading a defense, and his own coach, Jay Gruden, calling him out after the game, post-game press conferences, things like that. I mean, but he looked it better. I mean, they were probably hoping that we would lose to the Colts so they could kind of spoil our playoff hopes, but we're already in the playoffs. I mean, it's still a divisional game, so guys are going to be hyped up. And in Washington, a lot of guys are probably playing for their jobs. I think it's Dan Snyder, the Redskins owner, came out and said that, if I'm not mistaken, that Jay Gruden and RG3, that more than likely they're going to both be back in DC, so next year. But they're going to be stoked for the game. You know what I'm saying? Guys are going to give it their all. They're competitive. That's what they do. You know what I mean? The Cowboys, but you know, just as far as trying to preview the game, I don't know. I don't know who's going to be playing, how long, how much. For the sake of argument, if we go out there and play everybody, I think we could win. And we got some things we have to figure out, because Jim Haslett has given Romo some trouble. He's giving Romo some trouble, man, with the blitzing schemes. I mean, basically coaching too. He's out coaching our offensive coaches, things like that. So I don't know, man. They hurt him, broke his back, broke some bones in his back. You know what I mean? And in the past, his Jim Haslett's blitzing scheme, it's fooled Romo. It's fooled. So if that's the case, why risk it? Why risk Romo? Because if Romo goes down, Cowboys fan, we're done. we saw against Arizona what Brandon Wheaton can do. We're done. Simple as that. I mean, it will put a lot of pressure on DeMarco. You gotta carry us to victory. Because people were saying, well, Patrick Peterson, he shut down Dez Bryant. I'm like, no, that's on the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that is on the quarterback. I mean, people in the media love to give the quarterbacks all the praise in the world, but when something goes wrong, they want to blame everybody else. No, that was on the quarterback. So we seen what we're gonna get from Brandon Wheaton. And Redskins hurt Romo earlier this year on Monday Night Football in our place. Jim Haslett, his defensive scheme has fooled Romo and our coaching staff in the past. I believe they've hurt Romo before, knocked him out of a game before. I know they did it earlier this year. So I mean, some people say, why even risk it? Just rest him. Consider this a bye week before the playoffs, before the wild card weekend. You know what I'm saying? Just settle in at 11-5 if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? Won't go 8-0 on the road. You know, but hey, you're in the playoffs, home game, you won the division. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It's tough as far as trying to preview the game. Right now we're in, man. We're in. This game doesn't matter as much, but I was saying earlier, man, the video's just getting kind of long now. This video is not really a preview type of video. It's just more of should we rest anybody? Should we rest DeMarco? Let him get his let them break the Emmitt Smith record and sit down. In the playoffs, we're gonna be a tough team to put out. We're gonna be tough to put out. Pass rush is starting to get better. I say that on my last video. The pass rush is starting to get better. We can hurt you in different ways, man. We can go to a double tight end set and hand the ball off to DeMarco Murray and have our offensive line and a running game dominate you. Then if you put 8-9 guys in the box, we can hit you up with Dez. Terrence Williams got the speed. Jason Witten, if you man him up with a linebacker or a safety on third down, it's like he's always open on third down. And then the X factor, even though Dez always throwing up the X, Dez Bryant, the X factor could be in the playoffs on a key third, and it's 5 minutes left in the game, and it's 3rd and 7, and we need this first down to keep the drive, keep the ball away from the other team. The X factor could be Cole Beasley. I mean, he could because when he's on the field, he's not going to play outside the numbers. He's not going to play outside. That's just not who he is. He's going to be a slot receiver, and he's going to be playing against either a 3rd or 4th string corner in the slot, and he's not going to get double teamed. So he's going to get man. We know that. He's going to get man coverage, and that could be huge because we're beating teams with the pro set. But another thing that we're adding to that offense, I said this before, especially the last few weeks, another thing that we've been adding in to the offense is the 5-wide set with Romo in the gun with an empty backfield. And a lot of those plays, Romo is going to Jason Witten and Cole Beasley in the middle of the field working the seams. The big play that Cole Beasley had against the Giants, you know what I mean? He scored a touchdown Sunday Night Football against the Bears, you know what I mean? He's making some plays. I mean, so he could be an X factor in the playoffs. A guy that the coaches put on the film, like, they kind of overlook him. And the way Romo was playing, with the efficiency that he's playing with, we come at you with so many different ways, man. In our offense, I mean, what can you? We're gonna be tough to stop, man. We are going to be tough, even with Detroit's defense, Seattle's defense. We are going to be tough to stop because there's no other team in the league that has the kind of offense that we have, and doing it successfully at a high level. Nobody else is doing that, man. We're gonna be tough to put out, man. But anyway, man, this is not really a preview video. I was trying to preview things here and there, but my mind was more focused on, honestly, it was on me as far as, you know, who might rest, who may rest, should this guy play, things like that. I don't know. I'm just happy we won the division. I mean, the talent has always been there. Dez Bryant's been there for 4 years. DeMarco, Tony, Jason Witten's been there forever. You know, these core group of guys on offense, the talent has always been there. It's just the scheme, the game plan now. It's finally changed. And if we would have did this 2 or 3 years ago, the Cowboys could have been 12-4. I mean, just 2007, we went 13-3. You know what I'm saying? So the potential's been there. You know what I mean? But as Cowboys, I'm happy for my boys. We won the division, man. You know what I'm saying? In the playoffs, we're going to be tough to put out. We got the Redskins. I want to go 8-0. I want to win the game, have that momentum going, you know what I mean? But either way it go, it would surprise me, you know what I mean? Cowboys fans, you guys let me know in the comment section who should rest. Should we rest? Should we go for 8-0 on the road? Should we keep the momentum going? I mean, risk injury and all that other stuff. Man, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just excited that we in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? It would kind of suck if we rested guys and the Rams go up to Seattle and the Seahawks lose, the Cardinals lose on the road. You're like, oh man, we had a chance. You know what I'm saying? But you can't. I mean, it is what it is. You got to. I guess you got to play the odds. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, man. It's getting long, man. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff. Check out my playlist, share. You know what I mean? Cowboys fans, hit me up. NFL fans, you know what I mean? I love talking football. I'm just an average guy who loves football and who loves the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you guys think, man. And now see you guys in the playoffs, man. This your boy, the Real McCoy, man. Merry Christmas, man. I'm out. Peace.